Hello guys, welcome to my channel. You recently asked me an amazing question on Instagram. You've asked me to create a video about typical 30-year-old Americans, and this is an amazing topic because I'm 27, I just moved to the States, and I'm so interested in what's going on with people of my age in the United States. So we're gonna find out whether they're married, whether they have kids, whether they're renting, or whether they own their apartment, and I've asked them like loads of cool questions. So if you're interested in this topic, please continue watching the video. To give you some background on my research, so I'm gonna concentrate on Americans who are from 25 years old to 34 years old. And also, like, every state is super different. For example, in California or New York City, if you're 30 years old, you're like a baby. You just started your career and you do not generally think about starting a family at this age. If we go to like New Mexico or Arizona, I'm pretty sure things will be different. Fact number one, 70% of 30-year-old Americans live on their own, and 30% of Americans still live with their parents, grandparents, I don't know, relatives. So there is nothing to be ashamed of if you're like 32 and still live with your parents, because yeah, 30% of people of your age do the same. Figure number two, the average income is $39,000 a year, which is pretty average for the United States. Again, it fluctuates based on the state, but this is what 30-year-old Americans earn. Just 57% of Americans are married by the age of 25 till the age of 34 years old. Yes, this is a little more than a half, but again, if we go to San Francisco or Los Angeles, if you're 30, you wouldn't really think about getting married in this age. You would still think about, you know, growing your career, working in a company, or like developing yourself. Only 47% of 30 years old have kids, and 1 out of 3 people in this age say they don't want kids at all. I'm pretty sure this is gonna change when they grow up, but yeah, these are the stats. And now we're gonna ask my friends about their favorite TV shows, about whether they rent or own, about how much money they spend on living costs. Let's go.
Can you define success? What is success for you?
Success to me is having happiness in your life, family, career, activities, friends, love. So that's my definition.
For me is balance. It's all about balance so that you can achieve what you want in both your personal and professional life.
Success is doing things you're passionate about, that you love every single day of your life, and having an impact on the community around you.
Building something that I can be proud of, that my family can be proud of, that I can be happy with, get up in the morning, get excited to go to work, and to be passionate about what I'm doing.
Doing what I enjoy, helping others to succeed at what they're doing and define and realizing their definition of success. It would be helping others to achieve their success.
Do you have a car?
I do.
So you drive your own car?
Yes, I drive my own car.
I do not have a car.
Do you have a car?
Yes.
I have a car.
Do you have a car?
I do have a car. You need a car in LA.
Do you rent your apartment or do you own the apartment?
I rent right now.
I'm a renter.
I have a place that I own, and I also rent an apartment.
I rent right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation. It was like my parents' rental property that we moved into. So it's like I do own it. It's not quite under my name yet, but we pay the mortgage on it, my wife and I.
Only 33% of 30-year-olds own a home, and I totally understand that. I think in San Francisco the figure would be like lower, because an average apartment in San Francisco is like $1 million.
How often do you travel abroad?
I travel abroad about once or twice a year.
2 to 3 times a year. I used to work abroad, so I used to travel abroad a lot more, but usually now my trips are for leisure, either family oriented or for myself to go to travel and visit somewhere new.
I travel every other week, almost, but lately, once a month.
Quite frequently. I've been to about 20 countries, mostly in Western Europe. I've been to Russia, St. Petersburg, and yeah, like one of my favorite cities actually. And I've been to about 38 of the 50 states.
For my job, since we recruit students from all around the world, I get to travel at least 3 times a year to different countries.
What is the movie or TV show that everyone should see?
I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan.
I like Game of Thrones.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
The new one that I've been getting into is Stranger Things. It's more of a mini-series.
One of my favorite movies is called Goodbye Lenin.
So when I moved to the States, I used to watch Saved by the Bell. It's an oldie but goodie.
Oh man. First movie that comes to my mind for whatever reason is The Godfather.
Who's your favorite celebrity?
I always thought that Daniel Day-Lewis was amazing.
I really like John Oliver. I think he does a lot of very interesting, thought-provoking pieces on his show.
President Obama, ex-President Obama.
Tom Brady, quarterback of the New England Patriots.
Where do you read news from?
I'm a big subscriber to The Economist, and I read the New York Times. This is my main source of news because the TV is just unwatchable.
On The Economist, or I actually listen to a lot of podcasts, so NPR is a big influencer for me. The Economist.
Marina's blog. Read Economist. I love to read New York Times, New Yorker, Financial Times, Wall Street, Bloomberg, TechCrunch.
I'll go to CNN a lot, like the Drudge Report and a couple other places, but I try to keep it balanced.
I read a lot of online media, so Wall Street Journal, CNN, Fox. I try to get different opinions. Yahoo Finance is a big one for me, and then I read like on the blockchain side, like CoinDesk and some of those crypto websites.
What is your hobby?
I play sports, I play baseball, and traveling for leisure. So getting to know new places and eating new foods.
I run a lot, so I'm a big runner, and then I read science fiction. I run about 4 times a week, sometimes more.
Living a healthy lifestyle. So I love to wake up, go on runs. I feel empowered. And I also like to solve problems, whether it's a problem such as helping my friend, build an IKEA bed, or helping my friend think through a startup.
I like to golf more in the summer and travel.
I love Muay Thai kickboxing.
Name one famous Russian person.
One famous one? There's so many. I would say
name
it was Vladimir Putin's number one.
Vladimir Putin.
The first Russian person that comes to mind Putin, Vladimir Putin.
Для меня это очень важно. Конечно, очень благодарен. Большое спасибо.
Marina Mogilko. You're second.
Name one famous Russian person. First that comes to your mind.
Oh, Yul Brenner from Vladivostok.
Sergey Brin. Brin?
And can you estimate your living expenses per month?
Per month, I would say approximately like $5,000. Yeah.
including the rent, probably about $3,500 a month, including rent.
About 4,000.
A lot. $5,000, $6,000 a month.
That's in Boston.
Yeah, that's in Boston.
I'd say it's a minimum $3 or $4 grand, like for like just minimum basics. Yeah.
Okay.
And but we live pretty simply, I would say, and we don't have any kids yet or anything like that.
What do you think about education? Which level is better, like bachelor's, master's? So you got an MBA, right?
I have a graduate degree. I think education. I have a different opinion. It kind of depends. I'm more about follow what you want to do. So if you like to have a certain trait, if it's in construction, then you should follow that trait and become a craftsman. Perfect your craft.
Anytime you can learn more in life, I say go for it. You don't necessarily need to go to school, but I have a bachelor's, I have a master's, but experiences are what gives you the most education in life.
Man, I just see so many people succeeding and not needing it, and in fact, higher education being a hindrance. So I would say it's different for each person. If you're going to something really academic like law or medicine, you need it. If you're going into anything entrepreneur or business related, I would say just go out there and grind and just figure it out as you go.
I have my master's. I have a master's and I have an MBA in finance.
80% of 30-year-old Americans are still getting their education, maybe like doing their MBA or master's. By the way, the average age for an MBA is like 30 and like 28 depending on the program, and you still can get like your second degree, 2 certificate courses. So yeah, it's not a shame to continue your studies at 30 plus, Because I know some people are like, oh my god, I'm 25, should I do my master's or is it too late? It's not too late. Like, people still study when they're like 32, so don't be ashamed of that. So that was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I wait for your comments, like, what is the biggest difference between America and your country? I'm waiting for your comments. Please like this video if you've enjoyed watching it, and there is somewhere there is a red button. If you haven't clicked it yet, please click it, because this way you're gonna subscribe to my channel and you won't miss my next video. I will see you soon, and thank you so much for watching this up to the end. Have a good one.